Hello everybody, let's do some 3D modeling. Start by just setting up what lights these do work. Some of them I need to fix up the diffuser. Get some of these lights on. Shadow one. And the Sonic Adventure one. Still got to set these up, and this one needs better glue for the diffuser. Welcome, Malamations. Says, I'm trying to make music, but I'm bad at it. Oh, how are you trying to make music? We got Birdie. What's up, fandom? Maxi, Chappis, Velocity Studios. How is it going? My Kiki sealed. Ooh, the lighting. I gotta put my other light up over here. Make the lighting look better. It looks very harsh at the moment. Put this guy up. There we go. Maybe that'll look better on the camera now. Not much better. Yeah, we're going to start with some chow races, and we are also going to start with updating the Excel sheet. Let me get some music going. Feels so silent without music. Let's see, how loud does that look on the stream? Doesn't look very loud. Alright, so let me pull up Streamlabs. Go to the dashboard. Logging in. Back to the 3D modeling screen. Am I gonna play Kids Bop? No. I'm playing Sonic Bop. Cloudbot, Loyalty. I'll bring up Google Sheets. Chow Garden. Here we go. Alright, so we're gonna fill in the points of what everybody has. Let me catch up on chat because I had the window down for a while. Let's see. Welcome, Supersonic 1223, Fandom Lover, Pro Tyler Adventures. Awesome, Pro Tyler Adventures got his resin and filament printer to work. Fandom says, I can see the cocoa so clearly now, it's so amazing. Oh, yeah, I set them all up on their little tree there, but I still gotta put some lights up there. The only lights that I have right now set up are under the shadow, the emerald setup, and Sonic Adventure. Alright, so I'm gonna start populating this. We have Fandom with 95 points. Wow, Fandom went way up in points. So let's see. Got 95. And you see now that the total has become false. Please, anybody who wants to update their stats, please write to me, like, do like a swim 15, fly 12, run 15, power whatever, stamina whatever. Based on the numbers that are going to get updated right now. Jonathan's World says, I know you can't continue your Chomp Chest yet. No, I was editing the Chomp Chest video this morning. It's almost done. Let's see. But yeah, that is probably going to be the last one. Just, it's not about people hating. It's just nobody's watching it, really. Unfortunately. But if this Chomp Chest one does really good, like some of my previous Skylanders ones, I might make more Skylanders stuff. Sparkle Wolf is now 89. Let's see, YBZ is 78. Wow, a lot of you went up in points. Maxi is now at 62. Whisk the Geek at 51. Choppus is at 42. Malamations is at 37. Man, you guys have all been jumping in the points. Go Dreamers at 28. Pro Tyler is at 25. Highwell Plays is at 18. Votable Globe is at 14. Sora's at 12. Can I copy these and just paste all the way down? Yes, I can. Oh, but I actually copied the... How do I make this for every... Yeah, I'll have to figure that out in a second. Let's just keep on what I was doing. Swiggy's at 10. Butterfly is at 9. I don't think Butterfly has a chow yet. E-Scrubby is at 9. I don't think E-Scrubby has a chow yet. Freddy and Friends is at 9. Chaos Element is at 8. And Pink GameCube is at 6. All right. So let's see, has everybody given their things? We got Fandom, so everybody look to Fandom as an example of how to put this in easily for me. So he's put Swim 12, Fly 20, etc. So Swim is 12. Fly 20. Run 7. Oh, and just get... Oops. Oh, I put it in the wrong places. I do need everybody to give me full numbers, just so I'm not having to do math here. See, so everybody do their own math, just because it's a lot to do on the stream. But I will do the until it matches for Fandom. 32, 39, 41, 57. 57, that's 3, 8, 2, is it 28, making this 30? What does this come out to? 22, 29, 30, 45, 50, 60, 75. We need to give 20 more, so we'll make this 36. Oh, that still doesn't match. What am I doing? See, this is why I want everybody to do their own math, because it's too much to do all at once. This is for everybody's chow points, stop motion. So I'm going to undo all of your changes, Fandom. Please, everybody fill in exactly what they want, because it's not entertaining for you guys to watch me do that. What's up, Martin McBride? I was editing the Chomp Chest video today. Let's see. There's a lot of chat going on. Can people help explain? Just because I'm doing a lot of stuff with the numbers right now. In fact, I think I'm going to move this off stream. I think maybe like on a Friday night, I'll tell everybody, give me your numbers, and then you have until the stream starts on Saturday to give the numbers, just so I'm not being boring with an Excel sheet on the stream. Maxi is swim 7, fly 5, run 10, power 5. And that's not adding up either. So I think we're not going to be doing the upgrades today, guys, because I need everybody, we need these to come out to, I need everybody doing their math right. and so it's not being entertaining on the stream. Let's see if Pro Tyler got it. Pro Tyler says swim 10, run 10, fly 3, stamina 1, power 1. There we go. Pro Tyler got it right. Well done. Let's see. Who's next? Fandom says 19 to each. Does 19 times 5 equal? Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah, it's funny that 95 divides evenly into 5 times 19. Votable Globe, you asked that yesterday, but I think you're in a different time zone, so maybe it is still your birthday. Let's see. Yeah, everybody just give me the final numbers without, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to give it another 30 seconds, and then we're going to lock it in. Does anybody know when I actually recorded gameplay footage of the Chomp Chest? Because I don't have a video on my list of live videos that says I'm playing Chomp Chest. So I must have been doing something else and then jumped into Skylanders. Alright, so let's go ahead and boot up Sonic Adventure 2. I'm gonna try to configure the mod to do the better timing. I think that's Chow Tourney Extras. Oh my god, these downloads are driving me crazy. I don't want the updates. The countdown timer is 24. Time in seconds after shuffle for animation. Oh, apparently animations only happen... Okay, so let's turn the countdown timer to like 10. Animation timer to 15. Or, yeah, 15. In fact, let's go even lower. And I think the shuffle should go on longer to make up for that. Let's see if that does it. And let's launch. Oops, why does it keep launching it small? Okay, I see more numbers coming in, so let's go do that real quick. Phew, alright, Maxi did the math there. Fandom, I don't know if I'm going to or not. I was just kind of trying to lend help to the conversation where there's some negativity, I think, around, and there, you know, there's some argument around the size, and I think figures should be made at whatever size the person creating them feels like, so I was just kind of lending my support for using Anya in that case. Okay. And then get my controller on. But just to set expectations, don't hold your breath on seeing me make the Sage myself for quite a while, because I have plenty of stuff on my plate. Man, the sound is going crazy on this. What is up? Supersonic on the Discord. If you go to the Chow Garden section, there are instructions on how to join. If you look at the pinned comments under Chow Garden on the Discord. There we go. Get gamepad mode going. Hopefully that'll fix the sound. I don't know why the sound was all broken up. Supersonic, what do you mean by how okay? Sounds like maybe you're just typing in real time. Oh, you know what? If you guys aren't hearing bad sound from this, I think it's my headphones. These headphones just aren't charging.
Stage select.
Thank you, Martin. Very kind of you to remind everybody.
Welcome to Chow World.
Alright, so, yeah, my headphones are running out of battery, so I'm going to plug in my other ones real quick. Hopefully this doesn't screw up any sound settings for the stream. Oh no. Sorry if that's creating feedback. Ooh, hold on, just give me 1 second. That might be louder with the speakers coming through the mic, and I apologize for that. Alright. And now it's not, I'm gonna have to restart the game one more time. Sorry. Unfortunately, this feature of the Chow races is just getting pretty clunky. I'm not enjoying running it, to be honest, because it's just a lot of things on the stream that I think it's just not kind of working out. I'm not getting any audio through my headset. I don't want to be troubleshooting on stream. I kind of want to just get to working. Yeah, it just won't play audio through my headset. Can you? I assume you guys can hear it. No, there's no desktop audio going for it. Open the volume mixer. Oh, there we go. It muted itself strangely. Alright, now we can all hear Sonic Adventure 2. We don't really have 3 viewers, do we? Was the Excel sheet that boring?
File select.
I think it's just wrong with the count. It does take a lot, yeah. And trying to keep everybody's stats. There's no automated way to get everybody's stats set up.
Select. Character select. Welcome to Chow.
Okay, mine says 3. But I'm sure it'll update soon. Alright, here are all of our friendly little chow. So let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to bring the Excel sheet to the other screen. I'm going to start to put in the values that we need for each of these. We got Hoovaloo with new stats. We got Swim, 19. Fly. And, oh, they're all going to be 19. That's right. Stamina. What is that, 29? Oh yeah, that's right, because they get stamina on their own. We're gonna have to still figure that out later. Alright, who else has been updated? Maxi. And real quick, I'm gonna save Hoovaloo. Let's see, we got Maxi with new stats, which are 15, 10, 12, 15, 10. 15, 10, 12, 15, and 10. Save Maxi. And I think we have YBZ with... Oh, we don't have YBZ. Looks like the only other one is Pro Tyler that we updated today. Pro Tyler with 10, 10, 3, 1, 1. And then we'll save out Pro Tyler. And let me make sure, by looking through the chat, making sure. Honestly, I don't know, Maxi. If we come up with some refined rules for it that don't require a lot of Excel sheet work, maybe. All right. I think, yeah, it looks like that must be all. So let's also make sure that everybody who's in here has their Chow racing today. The top 8 are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I see Sora in here? I did not see Sora in here. I think I saw Go Dreamer, right? No, Go Dreamer's not here. Choppus is already in the top 8. Yeah, I think we are ready to go with the races. Alright, let's see if my changes to the configuration of the mod help us see the animations better now. Because theoretically, each one should animate and show their name next to it. So it's going to start the shuffle earlier. And it should be showing them dancing right now, but it's not. I'm not sure why. Alright. Okay. Are we gonna go or no? Alright, yeah, those new configuration settings did not work out. Alright. We have a medium length map. The first one coming up is just a turn. And I believe they jump down into water on this map. Is that correct? Why, yes it is. They are coming around the corner and they're about to fly their way down. Who has the most fly skill, though? It looks like Pro Tyler is in first right now with Wisp the Geek in second. And I do see them pulling ahead of the pack with Maxi pulling up almost into second place. Moved into fourth place once we start climbing the wall. It's neck and neck with Choppus and Maxi, actually. And who is this in first here? The pink one, that's going to be Pro Tyler. But it's anybody's game at this point. They are neck and neck in the pack. Who's going to get to the top first? Probably Pro Tyler, but Maxi is close behind. Maxi says, I better get second place at least, and it looks like so far the Chow is delivering on that threat, except Maxi just moved into third place. Rounding out the back, we have Sparkwolf in 8th, followed by Hoovaloo, and followed by Whisk the Geek and YBZ. Malamations has pulled into 4th. But they're all really close together still. It's anybody's game. So we got quite a bit of a straightaway here. I think we've got the big crab pool coming up. Look at them go. Look at that Tails Chow just crawling along. Alright, so we've got Pro Tyler, Maxi, and Malamations heading for the podium so far, but we have a long stretch of water in which these Chow can drown and fall behind. Look at them all splashing together in the water. It seems like the places... Oh no, Maxi has pulled into first. I was about to say, it doesn't seem like the places have changed much, but I see Maxi pulling into first just in front of Pro Tyler, with Chop is still in third. Alright, they're about halfway through this crab pool. I think they're getting better at swimming. They're getting a little better at swimming. Look at those crabs. They're experts in the water, watching these guys flounder around. The crabs are cute. I kind of want to make the crabs. Maxi says, are they getting worse at drowning? That's possible, yeah. Maxi rockets ahead once getting to land. And it looks like Maxi is going to come in first. And with... Who's in second? I don't even see second place. Hoovaloo. Hoovaloo in second and Pro Tyler in third. Is it going to stay that way? Yes, it is. Congratulations, Maxi, Hoovaloo, and Pro Tyler. Look at them dancing on the podium. All right, well done, Chow, and thank you for cheering them on. All right, Aquamarine. I believe this is one of the shorter ones. Fandom says, my son's getting ice cream and pogo stick time. For anybody who didn't see earlier in the stream... Oh, I'll show it after this race. I got a little something to show. Them tapping their feet. Oh, that one's ready to go. Who's that? Is that Choppus? I always forget who's who. I need a piece of paper that shows every name and every Chow. Alright, so this isn't the shorter one that I was thinking of, but it is just a straightaway. So slightly shorter than our last race. And Whisk the Geek has pulled into... Malamations says, whoa, every time I say something, it changes. Choppus is now in first, followed by YBZ, and then Hoovaloo and Malamations. Maxi, who came in first last round, is now in last. But it's still anybody's game. They're all stuck drowning together right there. Look at them go. I love the water that cascades over these rocks. It seems so peaceful. Hoovaloo has pulled into first. Well done. Chop is close behind. No, they're neck and neck, going back and forth, trading first and second place. Well, here they are back in the drowning pool. And it's Hoovaloo is still in first, but trading places now with YBZ, who's in second, followed by Chappus. And Pro Tyler in fourth. Maxi, probably because there is some randomness to it, and everybody's stats are relatively close to each other still. Alright, can Whisk the Geek pull ahead? There's not many places that need to go. What are the words that I'm saying? There are not many Chow for it to have to pass to go from 8th to 1st. I kind of wish it would show the name of who it's looking at when the camera changes. Alright, we got Hoovaloo in first, YBZ in second, and Chappus in third. But will Pro Tyler be able to pull into the third place? I don't think so. It's going to end with Hoovaloo, YBZ, and Chappus podiuming. Is that a word? Podiuming? Alright, well done to the three of you. We're going to do one more Chow race, but before that, I want to show you Birdie. Finished painting it off stream. What do you guys think about the painting streams? I don't think they're doing very well. So I've been painting off stream. And then doing more of the 3D modeling stuff on here. Oops. All right, the final race. Let's see how it pans out. Everybody's doing their pose. That one's ready. Thank you, guys. All right, the race is off to a great start. Everybody's packed going around this corner. We have Sparklewolf out in first. This is a good first showing for Sparklewolf, except the moment I say it, I jinxed it. And this is going to be a shorter one. It looks like we just have this one curve, a straightaway, and then a curve to the right. Maxi is in first, with Sparklewolf in second, and Whisk the Geek in third. Whoa, it all changed once they got to that cliff face. Nope, it is exactly as I said. It just changed around and then went right back. Phantom says, hey YBZ, can our sons have a play date? I'll make that happen after this race. I'll make them play together. And you guys can take a screenshot of that. Alright, we've got Whisk the Geek in first. Oh no, Chappus, it just keeps moving. This is a very close race. Maxi says, huh? I don't know why, but Maxi says, huh? Alright, they got a bit of a straightaway here before they're gonna hit a turn. All the Omochao telling them where not to go. Oh, this is one that I don't feel like I see often. It's another cliff face going up. And they are all pretty neck and neck. Sparklewolf is in first. Oh, that's why Maxi was saying it was in first, now in fourth. Maybe Maxi can pull ahead. Oh, and as I say that, Maxi has pulled into first. Wow. We have Sparklewolf in second and Pro Tyler third. Well done. What a comeback from Maxi. First to fourth and back to first. All right, well done. All right, let's have YBZ and Hoovaloo have a play date. Then we'll be getting back to modeling. Alright. Forget what the two look like. Hoovaloo is... Who's this? Man, I can't get even close to him. That's Go Dreamer. Sorry for waking you up, Go Dreamer. Let's see. Oh, this is Sparkle Wolves, or this is Hoovaloo. Sorry I woke you up, Hoovaloo. You're gonna have a play date with YBZ. Ah. I'm gonna put you way up here. Then YBZ's looks like what? That's Sparkle Wolf, I remember that. That's Wisp. Is YBZ the yellow one? Yellow Hero Chow. There's YBZ. And look at Champion flying around. Alright. Why is he still dizzy? Okay, talk to each other. This is a play date. Have fun. Why are you dizzy? You should have fun. No, no, no. No! What's that noise? What's happening? Is that the sound of a play date happening? What was that? An egg? Who had an egg? Who did this? Who made an egg? What's going on here? What kind of shenanigans was that? Who are you? Who's this baby? Who's this angry baby? This is an angry looking baby with no name. You look evil, sir. It was Champion in the red chow? Choppus and Champion. So this is an evil baby. I don't know what this baby's deal is, but I think we need to customize his look. Because he's an evil baby. That would be this one. He's gonna be named Evil Baby. And his appearance is going to be... Ooh, Evil Metal Baby. Throw a piece of cheese on it, says YBZ. What hats can we give Evil Baby? Hat. Ooh. Well, I don't want it to have a full face covering, because I want to see its evil face. Whoa! What? Is this a headless baby? Hold up. What is this? He's cursed! Oh my god! Get back here. What have you what has happened to you? What has happened? Let's see if I take it away. Let's just do something else, like, I don't on Eggshell. And then go back to Pacifier. He's a headless baby. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I liked him because he had an unhappy face, but now we've erased his face. Let's give him a medal. What's the most evil looking medal? Ooh, that looks evil. Except this looks more sinister. Yeah, I like this more sinister gem look. This one. What's up, Go Dreamer? And what is the most evil animal? A skunk. And we'll give him a skunk tail. I think there's more to be done on this guy. Oh yeah, cats. I think there's more to be done on him, but we'll do that at a later date. The metal doesn't really look... Oh look, there's the pacifier. Watch when he starts to animate. It's like he's chasing after the pacifier. Okay. Well, anyway, Champion and Chopus had this baby. We don't know who the parents of Evil Baby are. We may never know. But we'll keep an eye on this one to follow the lineage of Champion and Chopus. Alright. Well, that was an eventful Chao Garden experience. Let's go ahead and save the game.
Stage select.
Let's do some 3D modeling. Yeah, I'm going to refine that. I think we're going to do like Fridays will be the day to update the stats off stream. And then we can have it ready for Saturday so I'm not messing with an Excel sheet on stream. All right, so for those of you who didn't see... Oh, I thought I saw a cat down here. For those of you who didn't see, I was trying to fit the 3D printed metal head on this and it broke. It's just, you had to cut off all the back parts of Metal Sonic and then like shove it in there. And that just didn't work out. So we are going to actually print the Metal Sonic head along with the hood. So I already have the 3D print here. And I think I'm just going to use that to generate this mesh by resurfacing on top of it, retopologizing. I've got the figure here as reference. You select this, go to Modify, Make Live, and that'll let me go in and start building out the geometry around this. I'm just going to do one side and then I'm going to flip it. So we can start by drawing some lines around where we know the eyes will be and the eyebrow will extend from. And just while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to hide this. And get a nice line there. Will I do a more defined head for metal? I'm not sure what you mean by that if this isn't refined. Like I'm just gonna be... This will be a fairly refined model. All right, here we go. And I'm going to add some edge loops here, and that's going to start to give us Oh, interesting. The eyes need to bulge out, but the scan bulges in, and it's because it's painted black. It didn't get a good look at it, so we're gonna have to pull that out manually when we're done tracing over stuff. What's up, Chaos Element? Like a sharper nose? Oh yeah, his nose is pretty rounded here. Yeah, I'll do a sharp nose. This doesn't sound very Sonic-y. It's a Sonic DJ mix, but let's put on some Sonic Heroes soundtrack. Yeah, I'm not really in that headspace right now, Maxi. But yeah, we can discuss that at a later date. Yeah, and most of that was me futzing around with a Excel sheet. Yeah, I got to work on figuring out how to make that work a little better. Honestly, to do a lot of the things that people are liking on the stream, I just need more assistance. And so maybe somebody else could be in charge of, you know, keeping up with the stats and communicating with everybody about it. Because right now it's just I got so many projects, not just that I want to do, but what other people want me to do. I don't know if anybody saw in the Discord, I am looking for somebody to help get footage for the Kiki video. A lot of people say they want to collaborate, but I got some feedback that probably people wouldn't want to help get that footage, but if anybody does, it'd be really helpful. Unfortunately, I won't be having anybody co-host. It's kind of a trust thing. Like, I can't really risk, you know, having anybody, you know, other than myself kind of being on the stream and, you know, making decisions for it and stuff. Because when when I had some people on, I got some feedback that they like the chat didn't really get to have me respond to them much, just because I couldn't really get my own words in. And so I think we learned a lot about what works and what doesn't work during that stream. I think it was good information. Yeah, I don't think I'll be ever really having a co-host. If I do, it's gonna have to be like somebody I know in real life. Yeah. I'm gonna put the call for help out again. Is I'm looking for the stream that I did the chomp chest footage. Does anybody remember that? Know where that might be? I looked through a handful of my previous live videos and I just couldn't find it. So putting it out there that I'm looking for a chomp chest gameplay footage that I did on a live stream a while back. That's all I need to do for my editing. I was editing Chomp Chest today. That video is going to come out soonish. I didn't build that well. Five Easy says, I love croissants. I do too. Come on, can't get this one bit. It won't snap right. Ah. This is not good geometry, but it doesn't matter in this case. I'm just gonna smooth this out, it'll work out. Actually, it didn't turn out too bad. Actually, it's still pretty bad, but it's gonna work. I don't think we need to go that far back on this, because all we need to make is enough for it to be hidden by the hood. Smooth that out. What is a Psych Engine Malamations? All right, let's see what happens here. There's gonna be a little cylinder right here. We're gonna give it a cone nose. Ah, okay, interesting. This isn't the cleanest model, but it's going to be just fine for our purposes. Yeah, I think that's enough, and then we'll just extrude back a little bit, because if I show the... Oh yeah, that's more than enough. We'll just fill that in a little. Alright, so we are done with using this as a reference. You can start looking at this now. So I'm going to click these edges. And take everything that's in the center. We're going to move it right to the center of the scene itself. Alright, so that's the center of the scene now. So if we start to smooth this, it's looking pretty good. That's, like I said, I need to move the eyes out now because the scan didn't actually have them bulging, because it had kind of the opposite effect. Move this out a bit. I'm going to add an edge loop in here. Get a really nice sharp difference between the eye and the eyelid. It's a little bit janky right here, so let's average vertices. So that's going to undo some of that work that I just did, but that's okay. I think I might actually try extruding this a little bit. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Yeah, right, fandom. Super handy just to do that. Yeah, so just take this, duplicate, scale at -1. Mesh, combine, edit mesh, merge. So we got a nice smooth transition on that line there. I feel like that's, yeah, I think that's close. I mean, we're not going to see all these details when we print. I'm actually pretty happy with that. So let's close up the head now. I think we should just be able to double click. Yeah, I'll get all of this. Let's bring it back a little bit. We'll make sure we don't collide with the back of the hood at all. And it needs to be scaled down a little. We can even move up some. I'm gonna move a little bit of this down so we can get a better hole to connect to the neck. Nice, Melimations. Do this, scale down. Yeah, Melimations, I don't know the game, but yeah, it sounds like that might be hard. Alright, so those should just merge together nicely. And I want to bring these parts down here. I'm going to average those vertices a little bit too. Oh, that did not work well. Maybe, I think these two need to be averaged to pull them up. Oh, that's not working great. Let's just scale it to be flat. Thanks to YBZ, I have a vector coming in the mail. And then I will have every 4-inch figure. I said Team Chaotix is on right now, and I said that I've got, thanks to you, a vector on the way. I got help from both YBZ and Hoovaloo recently. Hoovaloo helped me get the Neo Metal Sonic for an okay price. And the one that YBZ found was on Target.com. I think I want to just fill these in a little bit. Maybe. I'll have to look up what the radio looks like later. One of the things I'm planning on doing for the rest of the year is really specifically working on things that I'm inspired to do. And I don't really know Sonic Heroes that well, so it's possible I might not. But a radio sounds kind of simple. This is going to be tough to paint, getting the paintbrush in there for the blue, but it's all good. I kind of have a computer room. I have the Sonic Forces room. And you can see I've got SBO in there working at one of the computers. I'm gonna make it big so you can see. In fact, I can take the whole camera and give you a close-up tour of it. Here it is. Let me turn on the light. I don't have the diffuser in there, so it's going to be really harsh light. That's not going to look good right now. Not terrible, though. Okay, you can see I put little computer consoles in there and stuff. There's all my displays set up. I still got to get lighting in some of them. It's really not focusing the camera. It's doing weird tilting because I'm seeing it on the opposite way through the screen. Oh, nice, fandom. All right. All right, so let's give this guy his nose. Pull this bit up a little bit. Oh, I'm not looking for one still, but thank you. I want to make this hood fit better with the head and make it so that the shoulders of the cloak can more easily go on there. Well, I don't really have an attachment to Neo. I just thought he looked cool. So I'm good with just the one. I mean, if I found it for retail, I'd for sure buy another. But yeah, there's no customs that I can really think that I'm inspired to do with him. You have 5? Holy crap. All right, that's not even going to be seen, so I'm not going to keep noodling with that. Exaggerate the nose just a little bit because I want it to come out well in the 3D print. So we get some cylinders for the cheek. I'm gonna exaggerate those a little bit as well, just to make sure that they come out well. All right. So next, I need to figure out how to make the head for it, so that it fits well on the peg. I don't remember if I have, you know how I make those test pieces? I don't remember, what was I saying? I don't remember if I did one for heads or not. I think I just did it for legs and feet and I accidentally named one head. What figure is the worst Jax figure? The alternate colored Knuckles, by far. It was the sparkly special edition anniversary or whatever one. That one's the worst. So these are the things that I'm talking about. And it looks like, yeah, I did, even though this one says head, I wrote it wrong. So these are little panels that I can test the hands and feet on to figure out sizes without having to do a ton of guess and check like I used to. I don't have one yet for the head. So I'm kind of wondering if I can do the same thing with this head. Where is he? Where's my headless metal Sonic? I'm wondering if I can do something similar with just the hands and get the right fit. I don't think that really works. I know that it's not the Tails one because I did a test with Sage, and I think Sage's head does not fit on it. Where I put that though. You gotta get up again. So here's the Sage head. The Sage head is way too small for that. Here's Sage's head on Metal Sonic's body. Ah! So I gotta take... And also, shoot, I didn't keep track of... I think I scaled Sage's head up bigger for some reason. And I forget why. It's just so hard to get these heads to fit perfectly right. So much guess and check, you have to clean each one of them off. So let's go ahead and save this. Let's open up another Maya. I'm gonna open up the Sage file and I'm just gonna scale it up a little bit, the hole, just see how it goes. I think I scaled Sage's head up in a print randomly too. Let's see. Prints. Yeah, see, I don't remember if I scaled it or not. I should have kept better track of that. But anyway, let's open up Sage on this screen. Yeah, What's the Geek says, Sage Prototype 1 there. Oh, you can't see. My bad. There wasn't much to see anyway. That's gonna take some time to load, so I'm gonna keep working on this while I'm at it. I want the cloak to be a little thicker. I'm gonna select all the faces here. Just because it was so fragile when I printed it that I want to just go a little bit thicker with it. Right, fandom? So I'm okay with the shoulders being the thickness that they were. So I'm just gonna take all these faces. Oh yikes, what happened there? Okay, we're gonna have to close up that hole. I don't know what happened there. Alright, let's take a look at that hole. What was that all about? How did that print in the first place? Because this is what was there before. Yeah, just fill that in, I guess. Okay, so now we have a thicker cloak, and we can start merging this together. Let's duplicate all this. We have a backup. Put everything just to unsmoothed version. Mesh, smooth. Yeah, maybe. The Mephiles video did really poorly, so I don't think people are interested in that. The Mephiles minions, that is. And Coco's, we'll see. I'm gonna make this just a little thicker. I know you are. Yeah, channel growth has, despite getting that next level of monetization, it's mostly just because you guys are the ones propping up the channel, you regulars. But as far as growth, things have really slowed down. So I'm trying to think of ways to, first and foremost, keep you guys engaged with things that you like. But also try to figure out, what's going to bring in more eyes. Just looking at the data of, like the Mephiles minions, it looks like the weird niche characters that I've been doing don't generally have interest to the public at large, at least. But now that I am monetized fully, it's a good thing I haven't been putting out videos, because now I can put out a lot of edited videos and maximize the amount that I get from that, so that should be good. Because I've been feeling bad about... I mean, it's not like I haven't been creating content. I've been making live streams constantly, but actually completing videos has just not been happening. Alright, cool. Just get that a little bit thicker. Alright, let's see if the Sage loaded in the other Maya. I already tried that pit, and so we are putting a fully 3D printed head, because I cut off the backs of it and tried to shove it in there, and then the 3D print just broke. So this isn't going to make for a good kit. Yeah, the Cyclone, I just can't get those joints to work well. It's not ready to be a product yet. So this is, believe it or not, this is now about doubly thick of what this is. The one that broke just because it was so thin. From certain angles, you can even just see through it. That's how thin it is, because this resin isn't completely opaque, and in most resins, to my knowledge, aren't. I think it needs to be somewhat transparent so the light can cure it properly. But yeah, this was so thin it broke. So as thin as this looks in Maya right now, that's actually double the thickness now. Crazy. Alright, so here's Sage. And this cutout piece right here, this is what works for tails. So I'm gonna copy this, move it over to the other Maya. And we're just gonna scale up arbitrarily. I think for my version, to get it done for Halloween, I might fill it in with some super glue or something to make up for it if it's too big. But right now the hole is just too small. So if this is tails, and once again, I use the tails hole for the Sage head. If I try to put that on Metal Sonic, it feels like it needs to be about 150% bigger, or I guess 50% bigger. Let's just change that to 1.5. That seems really big. Let me pull that back and just go 1.35. I think that's worth a try. Pull that up into the head here. Figure out where we want the center, probably about right. You look at the original head. Yeah, it's got it right in the center. So just center that out right here. And I think that's worth a try. I'm gonna pull the hood out of the way a little bit. Oh yeah, we won't be using other types of resin because my Galaxy One, it's a huge vat that needs like $50 of resin just staying in the bottom. More like $30 of resin at least to at least fill the bottom with a small layer because the bed is just so huge. And so this printer, I'm not doing other resins just because to replace that much resin and invest that much for each different color is just too crazy. And it's a very finicky printer too. I don't want to do a bunch of back and forth settings with it. But if for only $200, I can fix my old Saturn. It needs a new LCD screen. And, well, I say for only, that's not good. But if I did want to do other colors and stuff, I can get that working again. All right. I think I want to make sure that the hood... No, this will probably print fine, because we've got a lot of intersection over here. I think. Actually, do we have no intersection? Because I do want this to print as one solid piece. Let me turn on X-ray. Yeah, I don't think I have any good intersection here, so let's pull some of these out until they do intersect, but not actually go through. This is going to look a little weird inside, but you'll never see it. This will also give more of the effect that the little horned parts are actually going out into the back. And looks like we are now interpenetrating, so pull that up just a little. Yeah, this will be nice to just have like a closed off shape because this is going to be in so much shadow. I'll never see it. I think that's the best choice. Yeah, I probably will because oh wow, it's almost 80 bucks for a kilogram. Yeah, that's a tough sell. I use Soraya Tech Fast. It's both fast and one of the few that I've actually gotten to dial my settings in well for my printer. Alright, let's turn off X-ray and make sure nothing like this is happening. Pull that back in a little. Just so that when I merge these, we're gonna have nice solid enclosure behind it. Oh, you know what'll be even easier? Let me pull in some of the surface of this. That'll help a little bit too. I can really pull this actually because this doesn't get seen at all. Oh no, it did both sides. Didn't it select both sides? I think the soft selection did it by volume instead of surface. So there we go. Okay, that'll be fine. Just some nice connection between the geometry is all I was going for. Well, there's no other option, Sparkle Wolf. I don't want to print these as two pieces since I have to print them anyway. I don't want to try to do something where I make like one piece fit over or not. you know, in time for my Halloween video, it's just not going to work out. Kind of wondering if I want to do the a little bit of a divot for where the paint goes. I think that could be fun, actually. It would be fun to show that in the video. Let's export this. Let's see, Organite docs, Maya, Sonic, exports to ZBrush. This is going to be called Metal Sonic Head. Oh yeah, toothpicks. I think I may spray the whole thing with a spray paint, like a metallic, or if I had an airbrush, do airbrushing across the whole thing, and then paint black as much as I could inside, so I get just a nice metallic blue in there. And then just get the paintbrush just on this side instead of trying to get like these details. It's definitely going to be a hard paint job though. No, I can spray paint. I'll get that, no problem, with the spray can. Easy. Head. That looks really weird with those modifications that I made, but nobody will see that. What do you mean by it kind of evens the competition, Sparkle Wolf? Geometry, we're going to Dynamesh it. I think I am going to sculpt the skull part into this. I think that'll be fun. And oh, one of the reasons I wanted to bring it into ZBrush was so I could do those ring shapes. I want to see... I think the chisel shapes had a shape that could work good for his eyes. There's a ring. It's not really sharp-edged. Something like that, but I'll have to make it. I don't know if I can make this anything other than even circle. Oh, gotcha, Sparkle Wolf. Yeah, it's retaining a lot of the geometry from the Dynamesh. I see no reason why it would be two different heads. Why do you ask that, fandom? Oh, because I'm not gonna do both. Because I'm only doing this for my Halloween video. I'm not really inspired to do it. And basically, my goal right now is to get back to doing things that I'm inspired to do, which I have not done for a while. The crab guy, that's one of the things I was inspired to do. I'm just trying to wrap up a Halloween video because it's topical. And so I'm only going to do the one version of this guy. see. Look at Metal Sonic's face again. I might just do this by hand. Could do just the standard brush. Oh no, clay brush. Clay buildup will be good, I think. Let's see if this isn't too dirty. I'm probably gonna do it with a mask, so like this. I'll probably let's see if symmetry works for this, because the mesh is symmetrical at this point. Yeah, that works. So let's do that with a mask instead. I already did, Maxi. In the Maya file, I put a nice sharp cone for the nose. I'm gonna exaggerate it a little bit as always, because I want to make sure it shows up in the print. And then these parts where it came up here, I'm going to probably take this brush tool and just start to flatten it out. Have his eye lines through them? What do you mean by that? Oh, I see. To make it, yeah, I don't think my printer will be able to catch that kind of detail. All right. It looks a little messy there, but this is literally this big on him. His eyes. Yeah, I don't need to noodle that too much. We're talking about that big. Well, Pit, I invite you to make your own. I'm just here to make cool thing, and feel like I'm having to defend a lot of my decisions today, and I'm just not digging that for the stream. Oh wow, Chaos. It's a long time. I'm noodling too much, but I just don't like how this is curving right here. don't need to noodle on this. It's barely gonna be there. I do, since I'm in here, I do want to go in and do some of these cuts here. Yeah, I'm not taking art notes, guys. I'm doing this to relax. My job is to do art notes, so thank you for the input, but it's unsolicited. And yeah, I know they're looking weird, but you know, it's the context, guys. It's gonna be tiny. I think my modeling on stream is maybe I should do more stuff offline, because we got the Sonic X Shadow Generations coming up that I'm going to be streaming a lot of gameplay, and maybe the streaming is more suited to things like video games, because you know, when I'm making this, I'm just trying to invite people to watch while I do something creative. And it's, you know, it's all constructive criticism that y'all are giving, and it's not bad stuff, but it's my time to relax, you know? All right, let's look up. So I am doing the pink one. So let me look up Reaper Metal Sonic. So the thing is, if I do this, if I sculpt it into the head, it means that there's going to be a divot where I'm putting the paint for this, but not on the rest of the body. So I think I'm actually not going to sculpt it into the head. I'm just going to smooth this out a little, because I really thought when I smoothed it in ZBrush, a lot of these details would get smoothed out, but it kind of retained all those details of the geometry. But again, I got to remember, it's going to be super small. So I'm just going to save this out. I'm going to move forward with it. Okay, do from ZBrush to Metal Sonic Details. Well, with the Geek, I don't really have time to play a lot of games, but I will be making time to play Sonic X Shadow, and I plan to stream all that. If I had time, it'd be cool to do some Phasmophobia during October. Oh, I didn't export. All I did was save it. It's like a game where you go investigate haunted houses. I used to have it set up so that my stream could change the lights in my room just with Twitch commands. They could make a sword hit me, they could make a smoke machine blow up my face. Oh, and I had a haptic vest, and I used to do it in VR too. So I would be against the green screen so you could see me in the game. I had it all set up for that. And I would wear a Ghostbusters costume and go through the game in VR and you could see it. It was pretty cool. And the haptic vest, when the ghosts would get you, they'd like, you would feel their hand like coming up their back and around your shoulders. It was pretty crazy. Wouldn't have thought about that, Sparkle Wolf. Till now. Oh yeah, there were some creepy parts to that game for sure. Playing alone at night. I took a lot of work to modify Phasmophobia, mod Phasmophobia to have Pokemon ghosts instead. I had the video up for a while, but I got rid of it once I learned about Nintendo kind of doing not just takedowns of the video, but like actual strikes against the channel for misuse of their IP. It was a pretty cool video. I had all kinds of ghost Pokemon. There's a lot of crazy guess and check too to get the rigs actually working in it. You guys want to see the, at risk of, I mean, if I get one strike, that's not gonna hurt. It's not like it's a popular video anyway. I could show the video here just to show you the kind of work that I did on it. Because I put a lot of work into it. I paid a friend to help me with 3D modeling because I wanted to get it out quickly. Let's see. It is. So instead of ghosts, it's Pokemon.
They told us these locations were haunted, but they didn't tell us exactly what they were haunted by.
Oh, and I replaced a bunch of images, like all the banners are Pokemon.
We were the definition of a ragtag group. A bodybuilder, a baby, a mouse. I have a blade!
So all the players were Surprise Pikachu, Doug Trio, the meme, Machamp, and Togepi in a mech. Oh yeah, I changed the tarot cards to Pokemon cards.
You really expect us to catch them all?
No, I expect you to die.
Whoa.
And it was as scary with the Pokemon. No, the mod's not for download because every time they update it, it's about like 2 hours of work for me to redo everything. I could probably make that faster if I wrote some code to do like some macros and stuff, but yeah, I just once I heard about the way Nintendo kind of takes things down and gives you strikes I said, I'm not gonna make that public. I mean, it's on this video live, but like if they somehow see it from this one live video, then that's just bad chances. I think I'm gonna make the edges of these just slightly more pointy. Get the music back going. Yeah, just a little pointier. It's a shame the ZBrush smoothing picked up so much of the faceted polygons, but again, I gotta remember the context is this big. I gotta not worry about that. All right, I think I've done everything I want to do to this. It's gonna be hard to get the brush in there to do that, that skull too. Whatever. I mean, maybe I'll sell this as a kit, and maybe if I sell it as a kit, I'll refine it, but I'm just kind of trying to knock this out so I could get a Halloween video done in time. Probably not the best way to work if you're just trying to rush it that way, but that's what I gotta do just to make it happen. What was it that I saw that scared me? I'm trying to think. It was like a Call of Duty zombies mod, I think. It doesn't sound exactly right. It was something COD related. And whatever it was, they not only did the people who made it get a strike, the people who reviewed it and like talked about it got strikes. Pitt says, like, the recent Gmod one was from a guy who couldn't even spell Nintendo right in his email. Oh, like it was people faking Nintendo? Now I'm curious. What did I find out? Let's see. Copyright strike. Yeah, that's right. Noah J456. Let's see. Yeah, this is what I saw. Let me open this image in a new tab. So it was Noah J has been given a manual strike on YouTube for a modded Pokemon video 7 years after it was uploaded. Let's see. I did make all my own Pokemon models for it. I didn't use their actual models. It says, in March 2024, Pokemon Company issued a... Oh, it wasn't Nintendo, it was Pokemon Company. Issued a copyright strike to a Call of Duty YouTuber named Noah for a video that featured Pokemon modded into Call of Duty Zombies. The video was taken offline, and Noah J456 warned other content creators to remove or unlist any videos that include modded Pokemon content. Yeah, so when I found that out, I took the video down. Well, I'm keeping it unlisted. If they can reach down that far and be aware of it, then As much as I wanted to avoid a strike, it is just one strike, and I'll just say lesson learned. Ooh, nice animations. Oh yeah? What brand of paint is it, Fandom? Alright, so we've got a hole that we think will work. And I left it pretty shallow because this one, it's going to be really hard to see on camera. Yeah, you can't see it at all, but the hole is kind of deep. And so I made this one extra shallow because not only do I want to not have to put it too far in there, the cloth of the shoulders, I want to give a little bit of space for that. So I made this hole really shallow. Hopefully that one works. Apple Barrel, 2 blue mixed with Apple Barrel primary blue for modern. Nice. Good to know. Thank you. All right. I think this is all ready to triangulate and export. So I'm going to be setting up a print that has this, the toilet Rotom that we made the other day. What else do I need to print? Oh, I want to print Birdie. So I had to Dremel parts of Birdie to get all the pieces to fit together better. And so I want to just increase, well, I was going to say I want to increase the body and the head by like 10% just to make the holes bigger. But I like the proportions of what this is. So I might do a little bit more in-depth modeling to do that. I will ask this. What do you guys think of this proportion? I think this proportion is good now that it wasn't until I started looking at it on camera here. So I'm thinking to make the wings fit better, I'll just make better cutouts for it instead of just scaling the head and body up, because I think these are the right proportions. Yeah. So let's do that next, actually. Bring Birdie back up and just do a little bit of cutouts of the wings and tail. Thank you. I can't wait to get sealer on it. Uh-oh. The battery ran out on that light. I gotta get a permanent USB hookup for that. Reaper full head. File, export selection, Reaper, thicker cape. Oh, I don't think I triangulated this. Mesh, triangulate. File, export selection. All right, so we've fixed everything that I didn't like about the Reaper, and by didn't like I mean they just broke. So we got a full head now. Oh, we got to make his scythe. Thank you, Fandom. Sparkle says you got a custom you need to seal, but I've been pushing off because the matte sealer I bought isn't very matte. Oh yeah. Pitt says I like Mr. Super Clear Matte. Cheaper options is Krylon Decor Selects Matte. My matte is some brand of Krylon. Decor Selects doesn't sound familiar, but maybe I just didn't pay attention to the name. Or maybe my gloss sealer is Krylon. I think I have Krylon for both. respond to Pitt's message real quick. Oh, it's playing his video. So that's what this other audio is. I don't know why that audio is with this video. He sent me a video of flexible resin. That would be good for like getting the good fit on heads and stuff too. Oh, okay, Decor selects of the mini cans. They're not as aggressive on plastic. Gotcha. All right, so Phantom brought up Reaper Metal's Scythe. Yeah, we can make this real quick. So, yeah, it's just a scythe that he holds. I think that'll enhance the project and be easy to make. So first of all, I want to figure out what will be a good size for his hand. Oh, well, we already have the 3D scan. So let's, in Maya, look at the scan again. Oh yeah, we've actually already got good detail on the hands. Okay, so I'm just gonna make a cylinder. Sometimes my scanner doesn't get that good of detail, but it really picked up these hands well. It's kind of you get out of it what you put into it. There's some work involved in scanning with this scanner, and it's not perfect, but the more you prep to try to make sure you have good lighting, and that's what I really did on this one. So it looks like that's a little bit thin for his hand. Scale it thicker. All right, that seems like it'll fit well. Make it taller now. That looks pretty thick. I think I'm just gonna make it a little bit thinner, just the aesthetics of it. Oh, nice, Sparkle Wolf. All right, so it looks like it kind of tapers down at the bottom. Still feel like it's too thick, but this is what it says the hand will hold. This is the 3D scan. Almost, it needs to go back to being a little thicker. It just looks so wrong in proportion. All right, so then it's just got a little bit of an extrusion up here. Ew, what is happening here? Why would it do that? Oh, I see. I was pulling the wrong axis. Alright, so it's got, and then it's got two smaller indentations at the top and the bottom here. Extrude that. And then we just have like a scythe shape. Yeah. Yeah, like if I want to make it like this. If it was a paintbrush, it's not even holding that super well. It holds the thicker part a little bit better, but the left hand doesn't have as good of a scan. Yeah, it just needs to be thick. That holds pretty well. Just needs to be thick enough. And I think what I've got there should do it. But then I gotta think about how tall do I actually want the scythe. So let's say it was like that. I think I want it this tall, which is well above his head. I think I gotta move this up a bit. This could be thicker or longer. Nice work, Malamations. Start it like that. Mash extrude. Bring up the image again. This up a little. All right, let's get a fairly close curve. Let's move this down. And I think if I scale this really small, do I want to shoot it more? Yeah, I think so. Or not shoot it with the selection that I have. Ooh, you know what I want? I want to do these pieces too. And then watch what happens if I add an edge loop right here. It should make a real nice, sharper edge. Yeah. And then I'm just going to take some of this. Just thin this out so it's kind of a gradient as it goes all the way. Oh, I left it on component mode. Let me undo this real quick. The scaling mode, I needed it back to object. That's why, if anybody knows how it got weird and asymmetrical there, that was why. Put that in more. Yeah, that's looking scythe-like. I'll just pull in this slightly. As well as this. Alright, there's a scythe. Oh, nice, Wisp the Geek. That's the one that can't move on its own, so it in your OC or your custom idea, that's the one where he moves around in a robotic capsule, right? Mesh, smooth, 3. Now let's call it 4 just to be safe. Boolean's Union. Mesh, triangulate. All right. Let's export that. Reaper Scythe. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'm glad I did the Scythe because that helps tie it together more. All right, we'll save the scene. Open scene, birdie. Pretty tired. Alright, so what I had to do on Birdie was Dremel down where the wings insert. And I did it both on the back of the wing and the bottom, so it's kind of like cutting a rectangle out of each one. And then for the tail, I just kind of... The tail I'll just be scaling down in the 3D model to do this. Does anybody know? I don't suppose anybody here bought the limited run pre-order. I thought I read somewhere that, and the reason I purchased it was I thought that you'd get the code before, it arrives July of next year or something like that. And for some reason I thought I read that I would be getting the game when it came out as a digital download, but I can't find evidence of that anywhere. Does anybody know how you actually get the game? Or do you actually have to wait for it until July? If that's the case, I'm going to have to cancel because I want to play when it comes out. I wouldn't mind getting that money back for the pre-order. As much as cool as that particular pre-order is. I don't even get the game with it until later. Okay, so they do. So, Maxi, should I just be expecting an email from Limited Run? Because I swear that I read that somewhere. I just can't find it now. I painted part of my pumpkin guy. I know the top is rock, but I want to kind of make this, since it's small, a real one would be as tall as my house. I was thinking since it's small, I would make it like a real pumpkin because there's pumpkins about this size scattered around Pumpkin Hill. So I think it's a cool like homage that works for it. Oh, really? You said it should come around the 25th through the 30th of this month. That's a bummer, so we don't even get it on time. Pitt says, just do what I do and buy the game twice because you want the physical version, Gerald's. Oh, pronounce that? Whatever. I thought it was Gerald. The spelling makes me think Gerald's, but I thought it was Gerald. I don't know. Yeah, it's Gerald Robotnik. I don't know why I want to pronounce that Gerald. Yeah, I may just have to buy it just for being able to have it on the stream. Oh yeah, I guess you could always resell the physical copy later, but for less. Could be like I'm renting it. All right. So what I need to do to this wing is do some cutouts here because I didn't leave enough space. I thought I did. See how much space it looks like there's in the 3D model? But at this scale, that much space just isn't that much. I gotta keep that in mind. When I do smaller things, I need bigger gaps proportionally. So what I did was I dremeled out, if we look at just this, I dremeled out like a rectangle here and a rectangle here. I'm gonna do the same thing in the 3D print. Basically just replicating the shape that I manually dremeled out on this one to make it work. Let's make sure that that lines up with the, I don't want to cut too much into the wings to where it's showing. I just want it to be right along that line as best as I can. I'm kind of estimating what I dremeled out. This looks about right to what I did. Rotate it a little this way and go a little deeper. And I'll do the same this bottom part because I dremeled the bottom as well. It should do nicely. Let's duplicate these just so we have backups. Yeah, that looks exactly what I did. Maybe just shifted a little bit this way. There we go. Now we have just a better slot for that to go in. Yeah, that looks almost exactly what I dremeled, so this should be really good. Mesh. Triangulate. File, export selection. Birdie wing left, better fit. Alright, let's do the same for the tail, except for the tail it's going to be simpler. Yeah, look, see, it looks like I added a lot of gap there, but it just wasn't enough. Just take this, put smooth selection on, and I'm just going to really scale it down. Let's make the soft selection even stronger. Yeah, that should do. Switch selection tail, better fit. It's so funny. This didn't come out in my print at all that sculpting work I did. I should have exaggerated way, well, you can see it a little. You'll not see it on camera though. All right, so we've got those. Oh yeah, you haven't seen him with his witch's hat on. Oh, but it's outside. Yeah, it's outside being sealed, so you still won't see him with his witch's hat on. Oh, man. Oh. Third time's a charm, Sparkle. Stream. Steam, stream. Alright. Let me look at what I still need to do for Halloween stuff. So for my Halloween video, I'm going to be painting up this guy. I've got this scenery. We've got Reaper Metal Sonic, the Birdie. The reason Birdie's in it is just because we randomly made Birdie and gave it a witch hat on the Halloween stream. The Ghost. Are you guys interested in watching me paint? I think the stream did a little bit worse on the painting streams, but I'm down to... Yeah, YBZ, that's the crab that I'm talking about. Here he is. He's not painted yet. Let me make my screen big. Oh. Just a little shape here that pops on real nicely. You can just barely see his feet beneath it. It's really cute. In the game, the sheet like really goes around the eye stalks a lot more, and that's impossible to do as a 3D print, obviously. So I had to make it more of a generic draping. But I'm really happy with kind of these folds in here. That all just kind of came from the simulation, and then a little bit of my tweaking as I extruded it. All right, cool. Everybody's saying let's paint. So yeah, that's what I need to do most right now to get this video out. So let's do it. Let me move my camera around a little bit. Put another light up here. Sorry to hear this, Sparkle Wolf. Yeah, I think the crab is a fun little one. He's not too hard to print either. He came off the supports fairly enough well. Let's see. So what I really need, I'm going to set up the camera over here, and it's going to be kind of looking down at a certain angle, but what I really need is something that I can clip to that it's like right in front of my face. That's a better view. But that won't be today, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to order something to do that. See, that gets an okay view, but I gotta be careful not to get my hands in the way of stuff. It would be better if the camera is like right here while I'm painting. So if I can get a tripod that kind of comes up this way, something that mounts to the table. Like I've got on the table, I've got these things holding up the lights. I need one of those, but smaller, that can fit right in front of me. Upgrade for the future. Fandom asks, will the sheet be separated or together? It's if you mean this single sheet, yeah, this is gonna be one piece, and then I'm not gonna glue it on if that's what you're asking, because I want it specifically to be able to come on and off. How is my Kiki glossy? I used a gloss sealer on it, and I'm happy that I did. I wasn't sure if it would make it look too plasticky, but I really liked how my Sonic Adventure customs looked with gloss. I feel like it just made it look more like an official toy. But this actually works really well for metal. It's not the right sheen, it's kind of more plasticky sheen, but I'm happy with it. Oh, sold separately? No, it's all going to be as one thing, Fandom. Are the springs a different color too? Asks Maxi. Yeah, I think this part in between, I'm probably going to make it metallic. I'm gonna try to make the whole thing match this color. So it's not gonna be quite right. It's gonna be a different texture because it's gonna be metallic, but I'm gonna try to match this color closely enough. Yeah, that Iblis is looking good, Sparkle Wolf. All right, what was I going? There's some. Oh, I was gonna look up, and I keep forgetting what the name of this crab thing is. Is it called? It's not crab meat. It's a different name. Sonic Superstars Bounce Crab. Yes, I will send you. Actually, let's just look it up now. Let's see if videos, art projects. Oh, actually, yeah. Let me just look at my Amazon actually, and then I'll send you an affiliate link. Orders, sealer. I need to find in my orders. Sealer. Oh, apparently I don't buy it from Amazon. Oh yeah, I do. It just doesn't call it sealer. Triple Glaze Thick is what it's called. Let me generate an affiliate link. Alright, I'm going to post this in the Discord just for everybody. It's going to be in the custom toys. No, I'll just put it in general channel. That's weird. It didn't tag you, YBC. I tried, but... Alright, there you go. Anybody who wants that sealer, that is where you get it. Alright, so back to... Does anybody know what the name of that crab is? Bounce crab... It's not crab meat. Crawl shell. Yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah, you know what? This back part is meant to be red like this, and then this is orange, almost like Kiki. Almost looks exactly the same as Kiki. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a red that matches this, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna make this shiny. The sealer that we are talking about is Sparkle Wolf, is the one that I use for basically everything that I do glossy. So this has a light coat of gloss, just one pass, and these guys have 2 solid coats of gloss. So these are a little bit shinier. And you can notice this part has matte sealer, while this has actually this seems like a kind of light coat of gloss now that I think about it, but the Froggy's definitely thick glossy. I just really liked how it looked on Tails. His rhythm badge just looks so much cooler with the shine than when it didn't have the shine. Alright, so yeah, so this is going to be orange, this is going to be red, and I'm not going to make this a metallic red. Right now they're just sticky tacked on there. Get some of that off the surface. Yeah, I just wish I could get better at joints. Because it'd be cool to do some of these badniks with actual joints. There's just so much work that it just takes so much time that I can't work on other projects, and We all know I've got lots of stuff I'm still trying to get out. Okay, so I'm going to try to match this red. I think I have some colors over on the other table. I'll be right back. Oh, nice, Pit. Yeah, let me know how that goes. Because yeah, all of my resin joints, they just kind of wear down. I definitely need to get my Saturn back in order so that I can try out smaller batches of resin for different types of things. Like the Cyclone, it needs a transparent window that I would do in transparent resin. But because of how big my print bed is, I wouldn't be able to. If I could get the Saturn working, I could do small batches of those windows for it. Alright, so we've got this red here. We're trying to match this. It looks a little darker, a little desaturated. I was thinking mixing a little bit of this Citadel color in it might help. Shake this up real good. Oh, what's the new Werehog skin? Sparkle Wolf. Ooh, just this little bit of World Bearers Red from Citadel Paints is actually getting this in the direction that I want. Maybe a little too dark now. Like that's a really good start. Maybe it's too saturated. Put a little on the surface here. Yeah, okay, so it's just a little too saturated still. This looks a little more orange on the camera, but it does not look orange in real life. So yeah, I need it brighter. You know what? This is kind of metallic. Something about the sheen here does look metallic. So I think the perfect thing for this is to use a little bit of this Pro Acryl metallic medium. That's what I use for the orange on the Kiki. I mixed this with yellow and a red orange to get that color just right. And I think this will actually help us here. Very small amount of this goes a long way. Oh, you're yellow? Nice. Thank you, fandom. Cyclone, I definitely want to get perfect, though. So I'm going to find a way to get that. Just don't have the spare cash to get that $200 upgrade right now. Or no, it's not an upgrade, it's just a replacement of a part. Seems like this white metallic is actually bringing out more saturation again. Which I don't really want. Let's see how this changes the color at all. Yeah, it made it brighter. I think it's further away now. kind of getting there. It's getting close. I need less saturation. And I think a little bit of gray, like a light gray, will help with that. I don't know if I have that specifically. Yes, I do. But, oh no, it's need a little bit. Ooh. This bright, warm gray. Just a little bit of that may help me here. Merge this in. Bring in a little bit pink. Trying to compare these colors. Bring all of this together here. I think this is close enough to my liking. Let's put this on the surface now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's almost. It doesn't look as perfect on camera. It looks really close in real life. Let me mix more of this, just the rest of it. I think we may be golden. Maybe just a little bit more of that Citadel red will bear. That's made it a little bit too dark again. Oh no, that may be perfect. Just a little more gray. I feel like we were right on the cusp. Oh yeah, that's right, fandom. Could be tough. Where'd the music go? Some lo-fi Sonic. Ooh, I like this. I'm just gonna wipe off some of what I just put on there for testing. Oh, I think I got it. So the middle part. Again, the camera contrasts it to look different. It looks pretty good in real life. We're gonna go with that. Funny, all this mixing we're doing is just literally for this round part on the back here. Hey, what's up? Patin79? How goes it? What brings you here? Fan of Sonic? Just finished up some work on my Reaper Metal Sonic that I'm doing for Halloween. Now I am working on this. I keep trying to call it crab meat. Claw shell? Yeah, that's true. Pit penguin. So I'm not just going to paint the top of this, I'm going to paint a little bit around the edges so that we don't see it come through once it's all glued together. Just a thin coat. Nice. What parts are you making for Rouge that you need to match the color? Or do you mean it matches the color in-game better than the toy figure? I know of the two upgrades on Rouge, the feet, the heels, the boots with the, you know what I'm talking about, and the eye thing. What are the other upgrades she has? Gotcha. All right. Like these can go really well together. Oh yeah. Oh, it looks close on camera, but it looks perfect in person. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yes, Pit Penguin, but I only know of two. So what's the third one? So I only know of the eye thing, the shoes thing, and then what is the third? You know, I'm not gonna lie, I made this color match really well because y'all are watching me, and that led to a good thing. So earlier I was talking about, you know, art notes and stuff, and I was getting a little bit stressed out about it just because also ZBrush wasn't working well for me and stuff, but I don't want people to feel like they can't talk about it. So if anybody was refraining from what I said earlier, know that I just want to find that balance of, you know, relaxing work. And so I appreciate y'all's input is what I want to say. And I would have just kind of done like a generic red here, not caring about matching. And I'm happy that I did care about it because y'all were watching, and that led to a good thing. So I want to find that balance of relaxation and also y'all pushing me to do things the right way. It definitely worked out here. All right, so I think when I look at this image of, I can never remember the name, Crawl Shell. This, I guess that makes sense. He's crawling and he has a shell of bumpers, but I would have expected him to have something like bounce in the name or something. So I never think of the word Crawl Shell when I'm looking for the image. He looks a lot the same tone as Kiki. Let me look up Kiki real quick. Yeah, looking between the two, they're pretty close. So I'm going to do the same mixture because I do like this orange. If I put this up to it, I like the idea that the orange will look like this. So let's see if I can recreate that. That took some mixing to get that orange. What I did was Amaranth Red from Model Color and D&D Angelic Yellow. And I think it's a Vallejo. I think D&D just takes Vallejo paints. Oh no, it's Army Painter. Takes Army Painter paints and licenses them out, or vice versa. So I think I did just a 30-30, 33-33-33 mixture of these two plus the metallic. Now the metallic makes it really bright. So let's see. Here's the metallic. Yeah, I'm finding this metallic medium really handy. Kind of gives a subtle metal look, not too much. It's just the white of it just kind of makes everything brighter. In fact, I think I put way too much of the metallic medium. Oh, it's actually looking better once I mix it together. Still a very bright orange. I think I'm going to kind of desaturate. I think I'm going to add a little more color to it. And I am going to need to clean off my palette, like peel all this off, because I don't even have hardly any divots anymore. It's just making me waste even more paint. The paint that I've wasted in the past is making me waste more paint. Pretty good, yeah. A little more darker and saturated will do it well. I like it because sometimes it reminds me of what colors I did for what. Like not for reference, but just memories of having fun painting. So I think, oh yeah, I remember when I made that metallic green. It was for this project. Okay, yellow is not coming out of here. Top off. Need a safety pin over here to get the nozzle cleaned up. Come on. There we go. The paint of Christmas past. Yes. I like that description. Yeah, I think I'm liking that. Just a little bit of metallic tinge to it. I hate to go back and forth like this, but I just want a slight amount more metallic. There's going to be a tiny dot. Tiny little dot. Oh, I'm looking forward to Sonic X Shadow. All right, so let's get this on the surface now. This part in between actually needs to be silver. But I think I'm just gonna be careful with the eyes because I don't want to put too much orange over there because then I'm gonna have to cover a lot of it with white. I'm gonna be really careful here. I'm not gonna be too careful down in these areas because I'm just gonna go back over with silver for the tips of it. And I'm gonna thin my paints as always. Dripping some water into it. Sometimes mean more coats, but you'll get a smoother surface. Definitely need to take a couple coats because I've thinned it down quite a bit. I watched the third episode of Sonic X Shadow Generations this morning, Dark Beginnings. That's a mouthful to say. His mouth is yellow. I'm still going to go over it with orange just to first coat of everything. It's pretty cool. This was the one that you were showing me, Fandom, the something dog, the gunner dog, I forget what it was called. Big rotating thing, the gun machine. I did not watch anything Dragon Ball, Maxi. Oh, I gotcha, Sparkwolf. Yeah, I'm being careful not to touch the edges of this too much, even though I just did while I was showing you. I was being careful. It's fairly dry right now. I also don't have the cleanest paint jobs. Going back and smoothing this out just to make sure while it's still wet that I don't have too much splotchiness just sitting in places. Yeah, sometimes if I'm painting for like hours at a time, I'll have to go wash my hands because I'm getting paint on other parts. Sometimes I'll put gloves on. I should always put gloves on, but gloves are surprisingly, I mean, gloves are cheap, but they're more expensive than I would have thought. I use a lot of them for resin printing. I generally try to conserve my gloves. So Chaos Element, what do you mean by blue wash? Like you came up with a wash that looks good going into all the crevices? Cool. I thought you meant you did like some kind of special mixture for it, because you said something you're calling blue wash. So I thought maybe you were like giving it an official name or something from some special mixture. You make some blue acrylic paint with an acrylic sealer. Ah, cool. Yeah, I'm aware of those sparkle if I've got a pack of like every color of washes. Green wash works really well for like some zombie stuff. When I paint some D&D type things. Or Eldritch things like Cthulhu minions. build up layers, get more solid. Ooh, yeah, that's looking cool on camera. It looks cooler on camera right now than it does in real life. Oh, nice. You making it just because, like, for Halloween time, Sparkle Wolf? Or you just been thinking of zombies in general? Yeah, this color's really working. It kind of just catches the light, the metallic of it. Really nice at certain angles. Just dreading doing the eyes though. I don't, Maxi. I'm not really into zombie movies or shows. Oh, nice, Sparkle Wolf. Making it a zombie with torn flesh instead of a robot with torn fake flesh. It's awesome. Maxi, I do not remember the SBO upgrade idea. What was that? I don't have a huge attachment to SBO because I didn't really grow up with the games that he was in. Yes, this is a... Again, I've forgotten the name. It's a crawl shell. He's gonna have these bouncers on each side, and then I made a ghost costume for him for Halloween. Just like in the carnival... whatever the carnival stage is called, Act 2 in Sonic Superstars. It's so cool you've got a resin printer now, Pro Tyler. Just remember, always be extra safe with it. Always wear gloves and masks. If you get on any of it on you, wash right away. Don't let it go. In the past, I have gotten some resin on my fingers and been like, oh, well, I'll just finish up this for the next 10 minutes. It's not great. When I found out that the chemical is what's called a desensitizer, that's when I started getting a lot more cautious with my resin printing. If I have no symptoms, like some people immediately have allergic reactions, and then some people don't for 10 years. And I don't have any reactions to it when I do happen to get it on me. But then I found out it can get worse all over time, or all of a sudden, because it's a desensitizer. You slowly build up an allergic reaction to it. So when I found that out, I always wore gloves, but I didn't wear a mask. I always wear a mask. Now I've got ventilators, got the whole 9 yards to keep everything safe around the resin. Keeping my workstation way cleaner all the time, things like that. There's a specific type of mask you'll want to get. I don't remember what it's called, but I just Googled what type of, it's something like a, part of it is a natural filter, but there's other things as well that you need to look at for the keywords for. And I don't know them off the top of my head, but just check out any kind of guide online that talks about what kind of mask to get, like not a respirator. I think technically what I have is a respirator. It's the one with what I've got has the different charges, and it has a specific filter that people say you need for resin printing. What's the word I just used? Charges? That's not what I'm looking for. Cartridges. Yeah, I'm not sure how it works with your immune system. I think because it's a chemical that the body doesn't necessarily know is bad, that's why you can not have a reaction, if I understand correctly. So it's not even about necessarily having a good or bad. In fact, I think people with stronger immune systems might have more problems because it might be more reactive to it. But that's just the gist that I understand from it. Sculpting with gloves is really hard, yeah. Even when I'm just wearing gloves to do like a filler putty or something, I always get so sticky and dry. It's rough. N95 is what I was looking for, yeah. But I think let me just grab what I have. Okay, so this is my weaker one. I have something that's better than this, but I'd have to go all the way upstairs for it. So whatever this cartridge has, it's got whatever filter that I looked up. But the other one I have, it has like glass over the face. It has some kind of even better filtration, whatever it is. I don't remember what it's called. But this is my lighter one that I usually mostly use for sanding. But when I do resin, I've got an even beefier one. Alright, this is going to be tough to get just these edges perfectly. Oh, dang. Should ask for a Christmas present or something. Birthday. It's not a fun present, but it is a necessary present. I mean, I don't know what's in Epoxy Sculpt, but I imagine it's got some fumes and sanding it might have bad dust. Nice. What audio is that, Fandom? I got those eyelids fairly easily. I thought that was going to be a lot harder. Here. Thought these were going to end up a lot messier. We'll see what happens when I go over it with white. Good to know. Wow, it looks so much thicker on the camera. In person, I see so many areas where it's not very thick. But the camera just looks like I'm just doing overkill, but in person it looks worse. It's looking really good on camera. Oh no, I got a little bit where I need to paint white. The white should cover it. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't put too much orange where the white needs to go for fear of screwing it up. This figure is nice to paint because it's got this nice handle that I can hold it like this. Yeah, that's looking nice and thick on the camera. It's looking good enough in real life. Just use up the rest of this orange here. I do wonder that, Chaos. Seems like an inefficiency. I would do it if I was him because it's fun. But I think Eggman would be like, they need to all fall in line. Seems often mad at their personalities. Yeah, that makes sense, Pit. Okay, I think that's all the paint that I mixed for this. It's pretty solid, so the orange I would say is done. It's not quite the same tone as the Kiki. Oh, actually it's pretty dang close. Kiki looks a little bit brighter, I think. I wasn't going to be able to get the mixture exactly the same. When I get these guys on. See, the paint looks darker now that it's dried. I think it's still close enough. Oh, that's looking fun. All right. Let's get some silver in here. It's true. Wonder if this is still wet enough that I could take some of it and just brighten it up. Some more of the metallic white. Yeah, it might be worth just going over it. Yeah, let's give it a try. I feel like this is suitably brighter. Grab my legs now. right. Let's get some silver on them. It's gonna look nice and shiny. Problem is the parts in between are still gray. I think it's not great. I think I want to go in there with a dark silver. So before I do this brighter silver, go into all those leg areas. And once again, I need to use Bailey's special brush. I put it on actually the last time I used it. She hasn't used it since. Let me get some dark silver right in these gaps in between. Totally forgot about this gap. Hope I don't mess up any of the orange when I do this. Oh yeah, this brush gets right in there nicely. Nice gap in between the two there. A clean separation. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's working well. Give some more depth to it. Oh, this is a nice remix of the Chao Garden. It is a Chao Garden, right? That's the first thing that comes to mind when I hear this tune, but now I'm doubting myself. Part of me now thinks it's not even Sonic for some reason. It is Chao, right? The Sonic Adventure Chao Garden? No. I'm mixing it up with something else. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know why I feel so confused by it. All right, there we go. Got a nice little edge in between to help separate them and fill in the gap that's there in the 3D model. Yeah, that's weird. Spark Wolf is I kept going to Mario as well. I know it's Sonic because it's a Sonic video. There was a Zelda noise in it though. Yeah, it's called Sonic the Hedgehog Lo-Fi. Oh yeah, and that one was called Chow Garden. I think it was just like it was the right tune, but it was just such a different environment that it was tripping us up. Yeah, Chow are on my list. I've been wanting to do them since the beginning. I made some Chow at some of my first customs years ago when I first got a resin printer. I lost all the footage of making them. Yeah, so here's one of them that I made. Like this is like 3 or 4 years ago. Not exactly on model. These little dots are surprisingly hard to get painted nicely. Eye is itching. What do I think is the easiest Badnik to fight? One of the toy ones from Sonic Advance 3. Can't remember any specific Badniks from Sonic Advance 3. And I recently bought my friend. My friend was wanting to play Pokemon games on original hardware, so he was asking around if people had Game Boys that he could borrow. Instead, I bought him like a Game Boy emulator thing that does more than just Game Boy. It does PlayStation games. It does every retro console. It's really cool. And I was playing Sonic Advance 2 on that. I don't remember any of the enemies particularly well. I'm trying to think of games that I have played. I think the gun drones are pretty easy to fight. I don't know what they're called, just the floating ones. I feel like playing some SA2. YBZ, did you say where, like, what is the link? Because I got it off Amazon. I could give you an affiliate link for that. When I gave it to him, I set it up in our dressing room. He's a friend from the latest musical I was in. And I set it up in the dressing room just looping Pokemon while I was having a conversation with some of the other guys, and he's like looking at me like with a shocked face like, what? And I pretended not to know what he was talking about, but he knew it was me. He was playing it the whole time, and he plays it a bunch now. It's one of those things where you get somebody a gift and they don't necessarily use it a lot, but this was definitely not one of those. He was stoked about it, and he plays it consistently. Oh, really, Sparkle Wolf? Interesting. There's ostrich badniks? I played through Forces. I don't remember ostriches, though. I feel like I don't pay attention to the badniks a whole lot in Sonic games if I'm just cruising by them really fast. Yeah, it had a bunch of old consoles, like regular Game Boy. It had like, so it's got like hundreds of games for Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and it's got like dozens for PlayStation, Sega Dreamcast, a bunch of old Atari, and MAMEs, like the arcade games. A bunch of those. It's got thousands of games preloaded on it. Yeah, not bad. There's buttons all around. Get the metal underneath the eye now. That fairly cleanly. Adventure is not playable on it. There's only like 20 games for Dreamcast that run on it. I was playing Crazy Taxi. Because I had it for like a week before I gave it to him, because It arrived like right after we started a break. I was playing it for like a week, and I kind of am considering buying one for myself. It's really easy to pick up and play. Just do some old games that I remember. Old games that I still have somewhere in storage. Fandom says, not gonna lie, some badniks I could see you do as a statue like the Force's egg pawns, like a modern day or modern chopper, even a modern buzz bomber. Yeah, possibly. I haven't actually put up a whole lot of my badniks for sale on Etsy. I should and just see how they do. I kind of figured I'd make badniks just more for myself because I like to make them. But yeah, I wonder if there is interest. They're hard to paint precisely, you know, because they have a lot of individual lines and things like this compared to something more organic. I probably wouldn't have time to do painted ones at any reasonable price. But kits, that's feasible. Hydesy says, kind of want another Kiki. I got to replace the FEP on my printer. The FEP is kind of the drum-like material plastic. It's getting really rough, so I can only really print on the side of my Galaxy 2 right now, not in the center where it's getting rough. So once I replace that, it'll give me a lot more ability to do big batches again, whereas I don't really have the ability to do huge batches right now. I can still do a lot of stuff, but not like I used to. That FEP lasted me a good amount of time. I did a lot of printing. And it's meant to be replaced over time. It's what's considered a consumable. That's looking nice with the silver. Oh man. Like it. No, your dog's name is Cookie. Nice. I like that name. Alright, got the feet done. I lay them like this so that silver paint can dry. And we're gonna put Bailey's fancy paintbrush back. Right back in the tube. We're gonna clean it off real nice. Huh. Does dust get in my collection? Yeah, it does. I was just looking at my shelves earlier. You can't see me pointing to shelves earlier that way. And yeah, I gotta clean it all off. And I'll be right back while I put this paintbrush back. All right. This is gonna look so cool once I get the bumpers back on. Very exciting. I have not played 06. If I do, I'll probably be playing Project 06. It'll be interesting if I play Shadow Generations first and see some of the levels from it. Then go back to 06 and be like, oh yeah, I remember playing this other context. I just read your message, fandom. Eggman says, how does he make it more bad next than me? Eggman pops him out. I'm not going to thin my white here that much. I'm putting a little bit of water in. But just because I want to have more coverage on the eyes and not have to do a ton of passes, doing about 50% less water than I usually do to thin my paints. I do have Smash Brothers. It could be fun to have community tournaments. All right, music has ended. Need requests. You know, I generally don't like to break up what I'm doing to take requests, but in between songs like this, I'm happy to ask what people want to hear, and then I'll turn that on since I need to go put my paintbrush down and go to the computer anyway. Go to the computer. I'm sitting right next to it, but you know what I mean. Get on the mouse, open up the browser, etc. Basically, first reasonable guess gets it. Well, fandom says Sweet Mountain, but I meant just like a playlist to put on. YBZ says Heroes, but I already put on the Heroes songs. They have like a whole soundtrack, right? Let's see. Sonic, yeah, my search actually still says Sonic Heroes soundtrack. Yeah, here we go. This is more than just the teams. Sonic Shuffle, isn't that like a match 3 game, Sparkle Wolf? Oh, Mario Party clone. Sorry, Maxi. YBZ beat you by just a second. I probably am gonna end the stream after I finish these eyes. I can't believe it doesn't feel like I've gone 4 hours, but I have. I got some of the white onto the orange part that I did not want to get paint on. Oh, jeez. YBZ says, neighbors called the police because I was blasting Team Dark's theme at 3 a.m. Dang. Got a lot of white paint on the orange again. Such a tight ledge there, it's hard. Awesome, Malamations, well done. Man, I hate painting white because it's always so splotchy. Takes so many layers to get good. Alright, I think I'm going to have to let that white dry for a while before doing another coat. Whew. Oh, and I know I had a little bit on the cloak that I wanted to get some white on because it's scratched. Oh no. There's a little bit right there. That's not the one I was thinking of. I was thinking there's another section that had a big gash, but I guess not. That looks so cool. Excited about this, Badnik. I think I got the white of my Kiki eyes pretty good. And I'm pretty solid. About 4 coats. All right, cool. Well, this isn't quite done, but I do want to wait for this to dry. And I'm hungry. And I'm going to go get some prints started. So I think that's going to be it for the stream for today. Thank you all for joining. Let's read out the names. Again, Streamlabs only shows me some number of recent ones, but we have Whisk the Geek, Fandom Lover, Sparkle Wolf 404, Pit Penguin 123, Chaos Element, Maxi, YBZ, Malamations, Go Dreamer 00, a lot of all you regulars chatting. I very much appreciate that. That helps me a lot. Patatin79. I think I said Maxi. If I didn't, I said Maxi now. Pro Tyler Adventures. I know Martin McBride was here, but it's not showing me in here. I think somebody just came in and made spam, so I'm not going to list that name. Yep, that looks like everything that Streamlabs is showing me. So, have a good rest of your day. I'm probably not streaming tomorrow. I think I'm exclusively working on editing tomorrow and finishing up some painting. So, trying to do a lot of edits and videos to try to get these out. It's a lot. You guys saw the screenshot on Discord. Whew. Right on. Well, it was good hanging with y'all, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care. Oh, to answer your question, YBZ, I think it was somebody who just put some random letters in, hoping that we'd Google it or something. I don't know. Seemed like a bot promoting or something. All right. Have a good one.